The topic today is empathy versus sympathy, and what is the difference and why does it matter in dating and relationships? This is according to Brene Brown and to Psychology Today. There was an article that I read about empathy versus sympathy. So, empathy is you see the world as others see it, which requires putting your own stuff aside to see the situation through somebody else's eyes. It's not about your opinion. It's about putting yourself in somebody else's shoes and seeing what they see. Really trying to put yourself in there and seeing, wow, that was amazing that you did that. You must have felt incredible. How did you feel? And really, getting into a conversation about them, because it's not about you and how you might do something or see something. Empathy is also about being non-judgmental. And this is hard for a lot of us. We don't even realize that we are judging another person's situation, because when we do, it discounts that person's experience. And what it really is an attempt to protect ourselves from the pain of a situation. So when we get judgy, we're really putting up a wall and trying to protect ourselves. Think about being open and getting our own opinion out of the way and just being open to hearing. Because here's the truth, that even in very difficult situations and on difficult topics like politics for so many of us, and that came up this week in our group, we can find values that we connect on. You may not be able to see eye to eye on how they express their values, but they are expressing values. And so when we understand their feelings and their needs, we have to really put our own judgment aside, which leads me to the next point, which is in order to understand somebody else's feelings, we have to be in touch with our own feelings. We have to really understand how to access our feelings. And again, that requires putting our own stuff aside. Once we know what we're feeling, what we're needing, we can then give ourselves empathy in order to empathize with somebody else. What this might look like is you get triggered by somebody sharing something with you. And it could be on a date, and it could be in the group, or it could be with a friend. First, really process internally, what's going on for me? Oh, I'm feeling triggered because I'm making up something about this person. Let me empathize what's going on with me, and then I can be present for you. And so this is an internal process that takes some practice, but we do need to put our own stuff aside to be able to be present for somebody else. And the last point is that empathy is also about communicating your understanding of somebody else's feelings. So a lot of times, because we don't want to be with the pain of what somebody's going through, we can say, well, at least you didn't have this. Like, let's say you had an accident. Well, at least, you didn't end up with surgery. Or it could have been worse. How many times have people told you that, and how crappy does that feel? Instead of saying that, you can try, I have been there and it really hurts. And what Brene Brown says is, it sounds like you're in a hard place now. Tell me more about it. That's just being really present and empathizing that somebody's going through something tough. Tell me more about it, because you can make up what it is that they're going through and what they're feeling and what they're needing, but you don't know until you check in with the other person.